Okay. Angry Leslie Show Part 2. This is bullshit. Oh my god. I should have known when my computer updated that something was going to get messed up. My computer updated in the middle of the night or yesterday. I forget when. I know it was either yesterday or in the middle of the night or something like that. And I knew some crap was going to be messed up. So I've been trying to go live for a couple hours. And the OBS works, but the chat bot doesn't. And I can't do the OBS without chatbot because I wouldn't be able to see anybody writing anything. Your whole setup is gone, Les. I know. Lucky Grandma, hello. So now I gave it permission to use my webcam and stuff, and now I'm like, what the hell? This is bullshit. I'm going through YouTube. This is bullshit. Ugh. It's making me mad. Might I have to use controlled access? The computer again. Did you have it before? You'd be seeing all my little secrets and everything in there. Your camera has a line through it. Yeah, it's for some reason I gave it permission to use my webcam, and it's for some reason I don't know. I gave it permission, and it took a picture, supposedly. Oh, we did a couple times? I can't remember. Oh, there was a couple things I was wanting to talk about, too. That sucks. I mean, I can still talk about it, just won't see anything. That sucks. I knew the minute my computer updated. I knew it. Or call Amazon tech support and ask for a direct line to Chris. He's probably asleep by now. More than likely. I've got his number. It figures. Man, there was a couple things I was wanting to talk about too. Daggone it. What were you going to talk on? I was going to talk this weekend, and I kept falling asleep. And so I'd wake up for like 5 minutes and go back to sleep, wake up 5 minutes. I was just sleeping here at the table. But I was going to talk about a couple things. One of them being, I don't like to get deep into politics or anything like that. But I was going to ask if anybody watched the vice presidential debate, because I was like, well, first of all, it was a lot more civil than the presidential one, but I loved it. I was like, I wonder if anybody else is noticing that black ass fly on Pence's white ass hair. I cracked up on that. I was like, man, I don't know about you guys, but Lucky Grandma says, well, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I can tell if there's a fly on my head. I really can. And it bugs the crap out of me. I don't know how he didn't feel that unless he's got 20 inches of lacquer on there. That was crazy. I was like, oh, God. I was losing it. I was laughing. I was like, how can you not tell there's a fly on your head? That fly looks like it was edited in there. People are reviewing the footage and it pops out of nowhere, just like the blemish on Tulsi's chin that suddenly disappeared. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought, man, it was just, you didn't even, of course, you're not going to see it fly around, but it was like, boom, just landed and just made itself at home. I was rolling. I was like, how can you not tell that would be? I wanted so bad. I was like, Kamala, why don't you just say excuse me and just, or the moderator just take her hand to her head and go, well, if Mike would have shut up long enough, say, Vice President, there's a fly on your head. It would make sense too, because how the heck could he have not felt it? It was on there for like 5 minutes. I know. God, that made me so uncomfortable. I was like, man. And then I watched the Saturday Night Live skit. And it showed Kamala with a fly swatter hitting him on the head. Oh, God. And they got Maya Rudolph playing Kamala Harris. That's hilarious. Lucky Grandma, me too. Yeah, that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. And then, of course, Saturday Night Live. I just love their spoofs. I really, really do. Their little satire. They just crack me up with that. The weird thing too is that Joe tweeted out a parody website called Fly Will Vote that came out instantly after the debates were over, and Kamala laughed when mentioning IWillVote.com. Doc says, makes you wonder if they had it all planned. I don't know. Who knows? I just know it was hilarious and I wanted to smack it off his head. Oh, God. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even care what they were even talking on. That fly just took me off into La La Land. I couldn't even tell you what they even spoke about. I really couldn't. But I wanted to say something. Now, like I said, Anna Grissom, hello when Kamala goes, I'm speaking, reminded me of my mom. Hello, Anna. I know. You know what? I was I don't even know why I listen to my mom when it comes to politics, because my mom is a Trumpster all the way. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. My mom's a Trumpster all the way. I mean, we've gotten into some arguments in my own home, and we've gotten arguments in stores and everything else. Well, anyway, so Mom said, "Let's don't vote for that Kamala person. She's evil." So I'm like, I never noticed that really, Mom, but okay. But I was checking it out. And like I said, politics aside, I said, if it's nice to know that there are people in government that can dance. Because I was watching a video and I was like, ooh, she got rhythm too. Alrighty. Mariska, where have you been? No kidding. Oh, but guess what? I've been watching your Facebook. I've seen your Facebook posts. Awesome. Liz, you ought to disable the auto update for OBS. There should be an option to skip new versions. I'm not on OBS. My OBS is fine. It's the chat bot that won't connect. And it said I have to do something to enable my live stream on here for the chat bot to connect, but there's nothing to enable it. I'm already verified and everything. So I went through, since I couldn't get the chatbot to connect, I went through YouTube Studio. So that way I can actually see people, but I let them enable my webcam, and for some reason it's not working. So, let's see. Ma Kane will not hesitate to cause a scene at Hellmart. No, she does not. Matter of fact, when we had this one argument about politics the first time around, we were at a store. It was called Finders Keepers. It was a consignment shop. Yeah, great to see you. I mean, hear you. I know. I don't know why the camera is not. I figure one time we can do this without seeing my face, I guess. Plenty of other people have done it, but I like to be on camera. Anna says my mom hated Trump. Mariska says I've been in Canada, the States, and now here, Netherlands. Yeah, I knew you were in the Netherlands. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Oh, sounds like a Streamlabs problem. I think so. Mariska says, well, your voice is lovely either way. Well, thank you. Lucky Grandma says, Google it. I'm going to have to. Are you sure you haven't blocked it with a switch on the actual laptop? Yeah, I'm sure, because it works for OBS and everything else. And I even gave it permission before it came on, because it asked for permission to use my microphone and my webcam. Well, of course. Anna says she used to hiss at him. Oh my God. Hold on, is this Streamlabs? No, this is YouTube Studio. I'm going to figure this out. I'm determined. No, I use Streamlabs when I use the OBS, so that way I can use the chat bot. So that way I can see what people are saying. But yeah, this time, well, anyway, what was I saying? There's a reason why I talked to Mom and said we had an argument in a store over voting, but oh yeah, there was something I was going to say. Now, there's something, and I wish I had my camera on because I'd show it to you. There's all right. I've sent in for my mail-in ballot, my absentee ballot, and I got it Friday. I got it Friday from the state of Ohio, and I filled it out. I did all my voting, and it's double sealed in envelopes. It's got a double seal envelope, and you have to fill everything, fill other stuff besides your voting out and this and that, and then you stick it in a bigger envelope and blah blah blah. And it's mailed here to Licking County Board of Elections, where I live, and they count your ballot. Well, in the meantime, I received this other thing. Lucky Grandma's has got mine and mailed it. Awesome. In the meantime, I got this other thing in mail, and it said it was for an absentee ballot, and you had to fill it out, but you had to request what ballot you want. And do you want the primary or some other thing, they said, and you had to fill out 2 separate things for it if you want both of them. And then it asked you, do you want a Democrat ballot, a Republican ballot, or issues only ballot? And I was like, well, I want it all. I want all of it. So that had me concerned for a minute. And that was Thursday, and then I got the actual ballot from the state of Ohio Friday. And I'm thinking, why would they even ask what ballot you would want? You know, I was like, I want the regular election for my district, my county, my district, my state, blah blah blah. Are you on a computer or phone? Computer. I think I know what to do. Sorry, going off topic. No, I'm on a computer. Oh, I did ignore it. I did. Because I'm like, you send it back, but it's just this thing you fold in half and then you tape up and stuff like, and I'm like, this doesn't seem official. All right, then I know you have to update the webcam through YouTube Studio. Well, then I'm going to have to recheck and see how to do that. I hate this new YouTube Studio bullshit. I can't figure that shit out. And everybody that knows me knows I'm so technology stupid. And I'm so, I can't do all that. I'm so literate on so many things. Is Doc Furtifer, are you still here? I'm thinking about getting a dog. I'm thinking about getting a Great Dane. I really am. Doc, this is off topic, you guys. I don't know if you guys know. I dabble in a lot of things like Sovereign Citizens. I still watch those. I still watch the First Amendment auditing. I dabble in doing some of that stuff. Get a dog, Les. I really am thinking about it. I really I want to go to the pound and adopt one. I don't want a big dog like a Great Dane or nothing like that. That'd be funny though. I was just sitting here at the table and your dog comes by and you're eye to eye and he's on all fours. Well, anyway, so I dabble in all that stuff, and I was going to say, Doc, do you think blind justice, but he's saying blind justice is over. There's a controversy going on, and I don't know if you guys have heard before when I was talking about First Amendment auditors. It makes the drama community, the shit that goes on in First Amendment auditing community, makes the drama community look like child's play. Dead serious. Well, there's some controversy going on in the First Amendment auditing, and it has to do with one of the channels is Blind Justice. I think his name is Mike. He screwed himself. He used to be a big fan, but this whole charade he's gotten himself into has got him screwed, and his lawyer cannot help him. Anna says, Les, I'm having sight problems, have film on left eye, and seeing floaters. Girl, you better get that checked. You may have a cataract. Okay, now, Doc, now fill in the spots that I'm not clear on. From what I understand, Blind Justice he had a court appearance, I guess. Over what, I am not sure. But he tried to get into the courthouse for his court date with his lawyer was there. And they wouldn't let him go in with his GoPro and his phone, any recording device. Okay, shut all applications that use a camera like Skype. Yeah, everything is shut. The only thing I have on is YouTube Studio. I have nothing else open. I have appointment October 19th. Worried, don't be. And I got that too. Yeah, you may have cataract. So he wanted to get into the courthouse, but they wouldn't let him go in with his GoPro, his phone, anything that recorded. And he tried to go in anyway. And he had a few people there on his side and all that. And so he ended up getting arrested. And then he was arrested and he was taken to their county jail. And now he's in prison. And he's on a $50,000 bail. And I'm like, that's kind of high for that. So he wanted to come into court with his GoPro and phone that are set up to tell him whenever a face comes into view, read text to him off of paper, etc. The judge did not want him to upload the hearing to YouTube. He was offered other accommodations but refused and tried to enter with them anyway. He was not let in and arrested for failing to appear. Now, my thing is $50,000 bond. That happened in the States? That's insane. The judge, they're saying because it's a public place, they can film. It is a public building. But the actions inside are not... my meds are ready, yay. The judge does not have to allow cameras into a courtroom. And he knows that. The $50,000 bond, in my opinion, is sending a message of, we're not effing around, stop antagonizing our town and attacking our police, etc. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I know his wife is doing a fundraiser. But still, that bond, hello, that's freaking a lot. It is. $50,000 bond for that. And it's cash. It's a cash bond. Now, I wonder what the Just taking a drink. I wonder what the sentence on that is. The United States is slowly turning into Europe. Oh my God. Well, you got to understand, they put up with him for a long time. Doc says, I'm having a hard time believing him on his condition because he's now been seen operating a pressure washer on his deck and even winning a surfing competition. I know, Doc, I was going to mention the surfing thing. Probably manipulative. If you ask me, he is. I think he was doing it for show. Hold on. Stupid sinuses. And I don't think they don't. He's being checked out. They don't think he's a true veteran. What I'm confused on is why did he hit the ground like a sack of dead cats when a cop barely touched him, yet is able to bounce himself well enough to surf for a long time? It's BS exactly. Oh, Les, you're allowed to cough. I have sinuses draining out like crazy out the back of my throat, and it is so bad. I don't have a 4D or 5D phone, so you're not spitting in my face. Yeah, this blind auditor doesn't seem to be so blind. Anna, Walmart has new management too. Don't have good feeling about them. Oh my gosh. Mike is not as blind as he claims to be. I believe he may be vision impaired, but makes it seem worse than what it is. As far as him being a veteran, it's possible, but he doesn't seem to fit the bill. Mercer says, Doc, I think that's theater. I had mentioned that to someone about about 7 months back, I think now. And I said, I was talking to somebody who calls them First Amendment frauditors. Well, anyway, I said, did you see the one where he was walking around and he went into, I think, a Social Security office? And I said, I don't know how he got around or how he gets around. Because it's like he knew where he was going. Those people are sick though still, but mentally foremost. Doc says they're claiming he is a Green Beret, and I don't believe he's a Green Beret. Mike does not carry himself like a Marine type of guy at all, and that was the case where are his buddies. Mariska says, oh my God, those people are ruining the Constitution. Now, I've done I did a live stream and then I made a video where I'm kind of doing auditing. And my thing is I had a camera. But but I was doing it from a handicap perspective. If an officer or if somebody comes up and asks me to identify myself, of course I will identify myself. I will have my ID on me. I'm not disrespectful. I did the post office, and if they'd come out, as a matter of fact, I think it's on video where I was in the back of the post office, walking in. One of the guys was coming out the back, and we actually said hi. He didn't say anything. But I did it from a handicap point of view, handicap accessibility. Um, I try to take notice of that, but to be rude to the very people that will protect my life, nah, no. Doc says, second, I've been severely vision impaired myself and know a lot of people who are. I can guarantee you not one of them, if any at all, will touch a pressure washer. Mike did it effortlessly. I know. His wife's excuse for it was that using a pressure washer is the same motion as using a white cane, and I just laughed my ass off. Who does she think she's fooling? It's not the same. No, it's not. Mariska, that's such a great idea. Thank you. There should be I thought it was mandatory that all public businesses be handicapped accessible. So, and there was even one where I was at Dollar Tree, and I was walking out the door, and it says service dogs are allowed in the store, and I thought of Doc right away. Thought of him right away, and so I videotaped that as a little ending. Say, Doc, I'm thinking of you. And I'll be honest with you, in my town, they don't care. They really don't care. There are so many people fooling the system. Heck yeah, I know about 16 of them. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I ought to go to Social Security and workman's comp and all that, and say, look, I'll get you video evidence. They're not hurt in any way, shape, or form. Their backs hurt, but yet they're up there putting up siding on a house. Come on now. Mike has really disappointed me. I honestly, truly was a fan until he became overly antagonistic to innocent people in law enforcement. Mariska says, in Ohio where I lived, they didn't care either. Oh, you lived in Ohio too? Well, I'll be dipped. Whereabouts in Ohio? You couldn't get into the Dollar Tree with a wheelchair or nothing? No, it's not. Bamesville? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. That's one thing about Dollar Tree. If you are in a wheelchair, you're not really going to get around. So, but service dogs are allowed. Belmont. Okay, I know where Belmont. So, but these First Amendment auditors, they're when they antagonize, that's not auditing. Doc says that Jeff is here audits guy is even worse. holding signs that say cops, bad word, kids, F cops, etc. All the while with a gun on him, shouting for people to take this sign from him, and it happened. Oh my gosh. Near Mooresville, well, you got the point. Yes, I got the point. There's only really honestly a few good auditors that don't antagonize. And then there's some that antagonize before they put anything on camera. Yeah, people are crazy, and the older you get, the more you start noticing it. I don't know. I noticed people were nuts when I was young. I just didn't care. As you get older, you care more because you realize you're older. And it's these young little shits, these idiots. I just don't know where. I just don't know where. Yeah. Yeah. How slow do you have to be to occupy a children's event holding such profane signs, libeling and accusing the very people who are behind the event? Tell me about it. Mariska says, true dat. Doc says, it was a cookout with hot dogs for kids and their families. Yeah, there is no reason to show up with that kind of profanity. I mean, really, is what did that prove? What does that really prove? If you ask me, those kind of people are the ones that need to be in jail. Lock them up, teach them a lesson. Same nonsense happens here, says Mariska. One thing I have noticed being cooped up with this COVID